Hello everybody, my name is Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I have the new Terra Moons to eye swatch for you. They're Fairy Lights collection, and I have tried to organize them by the colors that I think are similar. It doesn't really look like that in the camera, but in person it does. It's just the camera is catching, you know, kind of I guess the shifts of the shadows, except for this one. This one doesn't really have anything much to compare it to. So I thought I would just go ahead and jump on in and do some eye swatches for you guys, and if that sounds good, just keep watching. Okay, so the first two shadows I'm going to be doing for you guys is Full Moon and then Verdant Valley. And I'm probably going to be butchering these names the entire time. I'm sorry. They're both just kind of green shifts. The more greeny shadows. I've kind of broke them up between greens and blues, and then pinks and purples is kind of how I try to do it. So this is a finger swatch of Full Moon. And I've just primed with my P. Louise base. This feels nice and smooth and not too squishy or wet. And if you're new here, I don't have many videos up, but I prefer just not the very squishy shimmers because I have creasing. So this is Full Moon. And then Verdant Valley. This one is so pretty. It's like a lime green. And it doesn't feel squishy either or super flaky. Feels smooth and comfortable. Okay. So the right is Full Moon and then Verdant Valley. And I just dipped into them twice and then applied them. I try to kind of tell things as I go about the shadows because I try to edit out a lot of the application just because it's so time consuming, and just try to tell you guys like if I have any special things I got to do with the shadows to make it work. So far so good. Okay, the next two shadows are Twilight and Stellar Evolution. So it's kind of hard to see the difference on camera, but in person, let me see. You can kind of see how Twilight is a little bit more the gold, and then Stellar Evolution is more of the silver color. There's a finger swatch of Twilight. It's a bit more flaky. Okay, so there's Twilight, and I only dipped in once. It's actually very pretty, and usually like with these flaky shadows, when I rub them across my lid, nothing against the shadow or anything, just when I'm doing these eye swatches a lot, I feel, you know, you can feel some kind of grittiness and, you know, sometimes just a little bit of stabby pain, like, and I know it's from, you know, just eye swatching constantly, and it's not that bad when you're just occasionally using these shadows, but this one is actually a little flaky, but I didn't feel any of that type of grittiness applying it, so it was really nice. It had the flakiness, but it also had the smoothness and the dryness of the other shadows. So very pretty. And then the next one is Stellar Evolution. And it's not as flaky. It looks like stars on your eyes. And again, like, both of these are very comfortable to swatch. So if you're going more towards the cool tone, the Stellar Evolution would be more what you're looking for, and then Twilight is more warm tone. Okay. Alright, the next two shades we have are Sunflower Galaxy and Rogue Planet. And these are the last two of like the blue-green variations. So Sunflower Galaxy. This is feels very dense and pigmented, so. I feel like this one has more of a squishy formula. It's a little bit wetter than the others, but it doesn't feel flaky. Oh, that's so pretty. I feel like Terra Moons is always changing up their formulas and improving, and like this one does feel wet, like a wet squishy one, but when I put it on the lid, it doesn't feel like it would be very creasy as some of the more squishy ones that I've had. It's, I guess, more kind of reminds me of like maybe a cream to powder formula. I don't know. Surely not. I have no idea if they're doing that kind of stuff, but it doesn't feel very greasy at all. It's crazy. I don't know how they do what they do. Okay, and this one is, I think, Rogue Planet. Yes, Rogue Planet. This one feels like the more formula I'm used to. There's the dry, shiny formula. Not flaky. And I did dip in this one 3 times, but I tried to go pretty light on the darker shades just to get a feel. So pretty on the lid. Okay, I keep forgetting the names today. So Sunflower Galaxy and Rogue Planet. And I feel like I would even wear this, like, even though they're two different eye looks, I feel like I would wear this. I think they're pretty together. Okay. Alright, the next two shades I'm going to do are Pisces and Violet Sky. Here's a finger swatch of Pisces. Okay. That's very pretty. Again, it doesn't feel... See, how can I describe this? It's not their normal formula, but it's very comfortable. Doesn't feel like the full-on flaky formula, but it's drier than that other one that was like that. Sunflower Galaxy. Very pretty. So that was Pisces, and this is Violet Sky. I feel like, ooh, see, they looked very similar in the pan, but that one is very gorgeous. Okay. To me, this one is more of their kind of traditional formula. That's so pretty. So Pisces and then Violet Sky. Yeah, making sure I said those right. So far, Violet Sky is my favorite. Yeah, but this one doesn't feel like it's going to crease either. So I love their formulas. Okay. Alright, the next two shadows are Astrophil and Star-Crossed. Ugh, I can't sync my movements. Ooh, that's Astrophil. Ooh, that's pretty. This feels like their traditional formula as well. Has a pretty like magenta pink type base. Okay, and then here's Star-Crossed. This has more of an orange base. Those reflex are so pretty. It's like an orange, kind of like with the gold reflect, and this is like a magenta with a kind of a, I don't know if that color is really a, more like a green. Okay. Alright. Alright, the next two are Super Cluster and Despina. Let's see, it looks like Super Cluster. It's going to be a little bit more flaky. There's Super Cluster. Again, it's very shiny, kind of like flaky, but doesn't feel flaky. Doesn't feel like it's going to crease easily. Okay. And then Despina. I'm sorry if I'm saying these words wrong. This feels more like their classic formula. Feels like a very soft focus type finish. So Super Cluster and Despina. Okay, the last two are Callisto and Magellanic Cloud. And these don't look similar, they're just kind of the last two remaining of the pinky purple blue variations, even though this one looks kind of gold, but it does have more of like a peachy reflect to it. So here's Callisto on the finger. This picked up really good and has a big payoff. Okay, it's Callisto, and then Magellanic Cloud. This feels more like their traditional formula. It's very pretty. Okay, Callisto, Magellanic Cloud. Okay, that's all for me today. All the eye swatches I can do today. So I hope you liked this I think it's called the Fairy Lights collection, and I hope it helps you decide which shadows that you would like to pick up and add to your collection. If you would like, drop a comment on your favorite shade. I think my favorite one was Astrophil. Just like it. I don't know. Super pretty. I think it's even prettier on the eyes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one shortly. Bye.